Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we'd have a bit of a merch discussion, kind of things that I have had from shows, like things that I've taken away from shows, some of which I've paid for, some of which I haven't. I know that sounds dodgy, but stick around and you'll see what I mean in 2 seconds. Let's go. So I was talking to my friends, my theatre friends, the other day, and I was like, right, when people are not publishing reviews on their channels, on their theatre based YouTube things, what do you like to watch? And their answer was pretty much like hauls of merch or opinions on things as well. I was like, okay, that is interesting. I don't tend to vlog my trips to the theatre, mainly because I used to vlog on a different channel and I never was completely 100% happy to do it. I love to do it, but then I didn't know how to edit it my best, and I'm not very like hold a camera, talk to it kind of gal. I'm very much a hide in my bedroom kind of person. But when they were talking about merch, I was like, ooh, I have a video idea, because behind me and also on me you will see that I do tend to collect things from shows. So I thought it'd be quite funny to show you things that I have taken away with me after I've left a theatre at a show, and see the kind of things that I have. So the reason I put it that way is because some of them are slightly odd, and the slightly odd ones are kind of above my head, so we'll get to those in a minute. Firstly, the more normal things to have from shows, starting off with merchandise. Starting and finishing really with merchandise. So if you don't know, I am very much a pin gal. I like to collect pins. Mine are even right here. I keep forgetting how heavy this thing actually is. But this is my pin collection. Ooh, fancy. They are behind glass in a box. The box itself was bought from IKEA. There we go, now you can't see yourself. And I try and collect pins from shows that I see. I also have some from the Stagey Couple, which are the ones up here. But for the most part I try and get a pin. So I have them from Harry Potter. I have one of the 4 available from Moulin Rouge. I have and Anything Goes. I have 3 from Come From Away, 1 which I paid for and 2 which are given out as you leave. If anyone ever wants a tour of my pins and my badges, then let me know and we can do that in a completely separate video. But I like to have them, 1 because they are a nice memento. I like to collect them, which is why they'll live lovingly in here, although I do need to clean the glass. And I always think that some of them are kind of cool looking, so, and like geniusly designed. Like the Kinky Boots one is literally a boot. Love it, and it's glittery and it's red. They tend to also be one of the cheaper bits of merch. I think the most I've paid for a pin is about £8-ish. They usually range between 4 and 8, and most of them are pin backs, but some of them are badge backs. So the pin ones I literally just pop into the backing of this, and the badge ones I kind of thread through. But they are my favourite thing to collect. Some of them are just so cool to stare at, and they are such a lovely memento to have. The other thing that I collect, and you probably are also aware of this, is the good old-fashioned programme. I have just pulled out Mamma Mia because it is the one to hand. I've got 2023's bag right here. If you don't know, I store them in bags. I actually store them in bags in a box now. How do you store yours? It's like cream eggs. Some people store them such genius ways. I don't. I have them in different tote bags, and my 3 tote bags I think I've got are all in a box which lives next to my bed. I wish I had a better one, but I don't know how to store them. Again, they range in price. They can either between like £4 all the way up to 15, I think is my most expensive. £15 did get me a signed programme from Kinky Boots the concert. I could have paid 10 and had none of the squiggles on it, but part of me was like, you're only going to watch this once, get the signed one. And again, they're really nice mementos. Some of them have a fantastic photographs inside, brilliant artwork. They also have all information needed when you are trying to film videos for someone like me, because I never remember who I've seen, or if I've seen someone's face previously, I like to look through and see if I can work out where I last saw them, because it's quite nice to see someone's progression. Like if you see someone when they're just getting into professional shows, and then you see them at a few years time down the road in something massive as like one of the leads, you can be like, I remember you when you were back there. How amazing is that? And yeah, I just love the idea of programs. They are a bugger to store, but alas, we have to do it sometimes. So apart from the 2 things that I collect, the programs and the pins, I also occasionally buy 2 other things from merch stands at theatres. Firstly, we have posters. Now mine are sitting behind me. I only have ever bought 3 posters from shows in my life, and the reason I bought those 3 is because they have a lot of meaning and a lot of love behind them. If I could, I'd hope to get a 4th, because there's one show that I'd love to have on my wall because it has like a big part of my heart, and that is Kinky Boots. I don't have one for that show because I never got one. Still hurts me to my core. But the 2 that I have on my wall, I used to have 3, but one has gone walkies somewhere down the back and I can't reach it for love nor money. Hopefully one day I can retrieve it, and that is the Rent poster from the Hope Mill production in Manchester. But still holding on onto my wall, I have got the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe poster, which I just love because of the print. In fact, I'll tip you back. Hold on to your hats, we're going on a journey. There we go. We have the Lion, Aslan himself. I absolutely love the colours in this. I just think it's amazing. It kind of matches my glasses today, which makes me smile. But I just love everything about it, and the fact that it's on my wall. Love it. And then as you can see next to it is Amelie, and yeah, I saw this show twice during its Criterion run. I was very late to the party, but alas, she still lives there. It's quite funny. Hang on, I'll put you back down. It kind of makes me laugh because quite a lot of the cast of Wardrobe, shall we call it, were actually in Amelie. Those 2 have a big chunk of my heart, and for that reason they kind of live here on my wall. And the final thing we have that I have purchased in the past is clothing. I am currently wearing the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe hoodie, which I actually bought post-closure. I wasn't ready to say goodbye, so I ended up buying some merch from online. This literally has Lion Witch in the Wardrobe on the arm, it has the lamppost, the wardrobe and a snowflake on it, and the rest of it is black. It's super duper comfy, really warm, and a nice memento to have. I also have a hoodie from Amelie which is green and it has yellow Amelie writing on it. Again, very comfortable, very warm. And my final one is my Wicked one, which I'd love to get them both out, but I'm not gonna lie, they're both buried under something and I can't get to them right now. Wicked is my first hoodie. It was my first piece of merch actually I think I ever bought, which was kind of cool, and I still wear it to this day. I tend, if I'm going to buy clothing from a show, it tends to be a hoodie, mainly because they're just something nice to have and they tend to keep me warm. Although to this day, still gutted that I missed out on a white Aslan t-shirt from Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, because it had my heart and I missed out on it and I'm still gutted. And now we go on to things that I've ended up having for free. Most of them actually always live behind my head. In fact, yeah, all of them do. So here is most of them, and then there is one more been retrieved. So how do we go into this? I am a hoarder, and because of that fact, there are some really random things that I've held on to. Some of the shows don't exist anymore, and for some reason I've just held on to them. So let's first do the things on my wall. I was deciding, do I do the things that I've just collected or the things on my wall? No, we're gonna go there first. So just out of shot, I've just picked it off. We have this lives above that postcard there, and this actually came with my pin badge for Kinky Boots. The pin was on that bit right there, which is quite cool because it went over the brown shoe and was replaced by the red boot, just like it does in the show. But for part of me was like, you could throw this little piece of cardboard away, but it says Price and Sons, Northampton, England. You've got to keep that forever and ever, ever. And I did. It lives on my wall. I know. I am cool. Also on my wall we have this here, which is again from Kinky Boots. This was from the tour. Shall we just take them off? Let's do a show and tell even. 2 seconds. Right, everything has been retrieved. I kind of feel like I've messed myself up though. Ah, there we go. Is that better? I don't know. Firstly, I can't remove that from my wall, but that is confetti from Moulin Rouge. It's my newest edition. Yeah, confetti, long story short, confetti falls from the ceiling at the end of the show. Some of them are normal square confetti. Occasionally there is a heart confetti, and that landed in my bag. I took it home and then opened my bag and was like, oh, okay, wall, and that's where it lives. We also have this. This is the lightning bolt. This was given to me at Eugenius, a show which is soon to be coming back to London. I believe it's going to the Turbine. I haven't yet booked a ticket. I need to do that. But yeah, first time I saw Eugenius, and I think I saw it a total of 3 times, I was given one of these, and on the back it says, if you enjoyed it, please tweet Go Eugenius. The hashtag was Go Eugenius. To most it's just the lightning bolt, but to me it was a great time. Eugenius as a show, really enjoyed it, and yeah, this has been on many a wall over the years, and it still to this day is here. We have got this, which again to most people is just okay, but this I got at the Kinky Boots tour, however many years ago that was. It's another one of those share the love situations. On the front it has lips and Lola underneath, and on the back it's a tag and use a hashtag situation, and it says remember you can change the world when you change your mind. And I just love it. I love Kinky Boots, it's one of my favourite shows. And yeah, so again it's like, okay, why has she got a piece of cardboard on her wall? But there is a reason behind it. And finally we have the bar mat, the beer mat. That's one from Choir of Man. This is actually from the tour. I do have a second one, but I don't know where it's gone. The one that I got in London, should I say, because they get fired at you, had Choir of Man on the one side and a cast member's picture on the back. I don't know where that one went, but this is my original one. This one I got on the UK tour. And again, I think it was fired at me in a nice way, but I love this show. I kept it. It lives on my wall. I like to have a little stagey bit behind me because I film most of my videos sat here, so it's nice to have that kind of memento. And I'm a hoarder. Did I say that? Probably did. Now I've got to stick these all back on, otherwise I'm not going to be able to finish the video. Okay, we're back, we're happy. Phew. And then, my friends, we have the two oddest ones. The ones I'm not quite sure. I was quite not sure why I have. There is a reason behind the one. That's going to be the one that I leave until last. But I have this. Now this was given to me and all of the members of the audience at Rock of Ages when it was at the Shaftesbury Theatre. Somebody aged that for me. Tell me how many years I've had this. But it is designed to be a lighter. It has a Rock of Ages on one side, and on the other side it has the website. And the idea behind it was that everyone had one, and during the slow songs, hang on, let me find it because I think it still works. Okay, it's decided not to work. I did get it to work just for the video. It's got stage fright. But you used to squeeze it and the light would come off the top and you could wave it like a lighter during the slow songs, and everyone did it. It was like, yeah, we're all here, we've all got these plastic lighters, let's wave them. It was an interesting experience and I've kept it to this day. Why? I don't know. And then finally, something that I took from a show, and this one kind of is taking. I hope nobody comes after me. A leaf. Now, the fact it's been mentioned a few times during this video, you may be able to work out where this leaf came from. I was sat front row for my first time seeing this show when it was in the Gillian Lynn Theatre, and towards the end of the show, winter ends, spoiler alert, winter ends, spring appears, leaves start to fall. One of them fell, and because I was first row, I was front row in the stalls, it landed in my bag, and my bag has got into so much trouble during this video. It is quite large though, but it landed in my bag. I kind of didn't realise at first, and I got it home and I was like, oh, hello. And I've kept it. A little leaf to symbolise the end of winter, and it lives on my wall. I think it's probably maybe the oddest thing I've kept from a show, either that or the confetti. But yeah, when you have a show that you love, you kind of want those memories, and for me that's what this is. I know what this is. It doesn't need to mean anything else to anyone but me, and I just love it. And there we have it. I think that's pretty much everything I've took from a show. There are still some things theatre related that I haven't mentioned, but they have come from other sources. So yeah, I feel like I should probably end this video here. Let me know if you collect anything from shows. Are you a pin hoarder? Are you a program person? What kind of merch floats your boat? Because I'm always interested to find out. There is my question of the day. Actually, I'll give you two questions. What's your merch of choice? And how do you keep your programs? There we go. Two questions to end up this video. I'm going to leave you here. I hope this one has been an interesting one. Hopefully the next time you see my face in a theatre based situation, I will be reviewing something. I still need to book that ticket. But yeah, I hope to be seeing some more theatre soon, so if you haven't been as interested in these videos, then I will be back with more reviews sooner rather than later, hopefully. And also I am currently on a little bit of an adventure as you see this video, so fingers crossed you can come along on it too. So yeah, with that mystic ending, I'm going to leave you here. Say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye everyone.